So you, this is exciting. Oh, what do we even talk about today?
I don't like football anymore. The dream has died. Can you tell I'm not very excited for this week's video?
Welcome back to another episode of our expert NFL take, where we talk all that is the NFL, but mainly the Packers and Vikings.
Yeah, mainly those two teams.
Which there's not a lot of fun to talk about with those two teams after this past weekend.
It was a sad week.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, Friday and Saturday were pretty happy.
Because you hadn't played yet.
Friday and Saturday were good days for Vikings fans because the Packers lost.
Oh,
So that's how most of us Vikings fans are, honestly.
your excitement is based off of how
Our wins and
bad
your
the
losses.
Packers are doing, or yeah.
You know what was my favorite part about your game on Thursday? Was that the Packers finally got a taste of what every other team experiences when they come into Lambeau, and that's the crappy refs. You finally got to taste what it's like to be on the wrong side of bad calls.
Or maybe other teams just should play the game the way it's supposed to be played and not get penalties.
Oh my gosh. So you're telling me you're okay with that no pass interference call? on the
Okay,
Eagles?
first of all, I don't even know what pass interference is anymore. Somebody touches somebody, the field lights up yellow with flags.
Here's the deal. You can drape yourself over a guy and not see the ball coming. No call.
Yep.
Whoa!
Yeah, throw the flag.
Red flags. Not red flags.
Ejected. Get out of the game. Pass interference has gotten every team so far. The refs I don't even think they know what they're looking
It's
for.
a stupid rule. NFL execs, refs, whatever, Mike Pereira, Dan Blandino, whatever other made up names you people have, just quit. Let's take a page from Tom Brady. Just let us play football.
There you go. While we're along the lines of calling people out, Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, stop calling Packers games.
You didn't need to add the Packers. Just stop calling games altogether.
Aikman is the one that gets all the money, so
They called the Packers game, Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, on Thursday night in Lambeau Field, and that's why the Packers lost, because of Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. Both of our teams lose. The Packers lose by a touchdown. They take their first loss. Oh my gosh.
Is that what sound an eagle makes?
That looks like what it is when my brother does it. I told you that
You
story.
did tell me that story.
Yeah, the Eagles beat the Packers in the playoffs when I was like 10 or 11 years old, and my brother ran around the house flying like an eagle. So I went into the bathroom and I cried. Okay, so Packers take a loss. Aaron Rodgers pulls a little Russell Wilson and throws an interception on the 1 yard line, and we're 3-1.
Yeah.
We've been humbled. Come on, Aaron. Speaking of quarterbacks,
please no.
I don't think we have one.
so the Vikings lose to the Bears.
Yep.
Who's to blame for that? Is it all Kirk Cousins?
And you have to be able to throw the ball. You have to be able to make plays.
I'm gonna split the pie.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins gets a share. The offensive line, the defense, because
Okay.
they can't stop a backup quarterback.
Oh, jeez.
In Chase Daniels, and Zim gets a piece of that too. 'Cause I think he is too old school, committed to the run, and not willing to throw the ball. So I didn't even watch the fourth quarter.
Oh,
I
jeez.
just-
It was
third
one- it
quarter
was one of
done,
those games.
and I just left. Like I'm sick of this. But when they came back from halftime, the reporter lady was like,
Yeah.
I talked to Zim during halftime. He said, "No, we're still going to be committed to the run." I mentally checked out.
Right
at that
then, you're
point.
like, okay, we're
Yeah,
done
well,
here.
we're going to lose this game. 3 or 4 of their key defensive players are out. Their starting quarterback is out, which, if you're a Bears fan, if I were you, I would hope Trubisky's out the rest of the season.
Well, if you're a Bears fan, first of all, why? That's
Gross.
We'll just leave it at that.
Well, here's the deal. It turns out Chase Daniels can actually throw the ball more than 10 yards and be accurate, which is something I have yet to see Trubisky do.
Or Kirk Cousins.
I'm gonna hold back some tears right now. As painful as that loss was, you know what's even more painful? The fact that there's still another 12 games this year and another 16 next year with Kirk Cousins.
We have to ask, is it still the year?
I don't know about for all you Vikings fans out there in the internet world, but for me, the 2019 dream, this is the year, Super Bowl or bust. That plane has crashed.
Oh, it's over.
That dream died.
So you see Kirk Cousins and you just I mean, I personally don't see how you could have confidence at all.
That's basically it.
Yeah.
Yep. Someone sent me a meme the other day. Kirk Cousins looks like a youth pastor who isn't connecting with the kids. So he puts on sunglasses and tries to rap about the 10 Commandments.
Pastor Kirk.
Pastor Kirk.
So
It's
it's
dead.
unfortunate both of our teams take a loss. If we take a look back, which we do every week, at our picks.
I'm on a roll, man. I'm on a win streak right now.
A 1 week win streak.
Got to start somewhere.
So you had the Packers week 1, you had them going 0-16. Then you had them going 1-15. And you had them going 2-14. And I'm going 3-13. That could still be correct. And they still only have 3 wins.
My picks are coming in hot now.
Let's take a look at mine. Week 1, I had them beating the Falcons. 1-1. Week 2, I had them losing to the Packers, 2-2. Week 3, I had them beating the Raiders, 3-3.
Yep.
Week 4, I said the Vikings 4 weeks in would be 2-2, and they are 2-2.
But I'm on a roll now. Things are looking bright, not for the Vikings, but for my picks.
Things were looking pretty bright for the Detroit Lions.
Wow.
Who just about snuck away with a win against the Chiefs.
What? That was nuts.
But they didn't. They took their first loss amongst a lot of other undefeated teams. There's only 3 left, and one of them, the San Francisco 49ers, are still undefeated because they had a bye week. The Kansas City Chiefs are still undefeated. Patriots are still undefeated, and that's it. So Vontaze Burfict just railed a guy, helmet-to-helmet contact. You could see in that play, he was clearly going through his mind, yeah, I'm going to hit this guy with my hand. I'm going to kill him. And he gets suspended for the entire year, so good for you.
There's not a single person, except maybe Vontaze Burfict, who's sad about this.
Apparently, football is not working out for you. You keep getting fined and you keep getting suspended. So something needs to change, Vontaze.
Couple first-round picks. Went against it in the Browns and Ravens.
And the Cleveland Browns had a pretty convincing win.
I was looking forward to Baker Mayfield being, knocked down a couple steps because I'm not a fan.
You know who else is not a fan?
Most other people.
Rex Ryan. For those of you who don't remember who Rex Ryan is, it's probably because he never did anything good in the NFL. He was a coach for the New York Jets, known for just being ridiculous. Anyway, now he's like a football analyst, and he's on one of those stations. Baker Mayfield got called out by Rex Ryan. Yep. Rex Ryan said that he was overrated. Baker Mayfield shoots back at Rex Ryan and says, well, if you're not wearing orange or brown, you got nothing going for you because those are the colors of the Cleveland Browns. So Rex Ryan shows up on Sunday wearing a brown suit with an orange tie. So the Cleveland Browns are the #1 team in their division.
That doesn't make sense.
You know what? That whole part of the country, Detroit, Cleveland, Cincinnati,
it just sounds gross as you're
Buffalo.
saying.
Let's just cut that section out and give it to Canada. We don't need Ohio.
We don't. We really don't. So our little buddy, Bandana Stash Boy,
Gardner.
He is 2-0 as the Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback.
There are so many good memes out about Bandana Stash Boy.
He is quickly rising in fame.
Wow.
If somebody said, okay, if the NFL said we're going to do a straight up trade, Kirk Cousins for Bandana Stash Boy. So we're just talking talent-wise here. You'd still be on the line for the money. Who would you rather have? Gardner Minshew or Kirk Cousins? You just said the season was dead with Kirk.
I know, but as Uncle Rico-ish as Gardner is, I feel like he's the hot take right now. He's popular. He's doing well.
Yeah.
But he's very untested. And if we're on the line for the money anyway,
you'd rather be disappointed with Kirk.
I think at this point, I'd rather stick it out.
I saw some Vikings fans literally talking about this, but they just said, I would take Minshew in a heartbeat over Kirk Cousins.
If Kirk and all the money we owed him was gone, it definitely.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's...
Definitely. If Bandana Stash Boy sucks the rest of the year, then fine. Then we get rid of him, go draft somebody, you know, then we're good.
So the Miami Dolphins scored double-digit points this week. And
yes!
They were actually tied for a while at 10 points. And then the Chargers just said, okay, these are the Dolphins. We can give our third stringers a break. We'll put in the starting lineup. And then they ran away with the game. So the Dolphins lose again.
Did you see that Antonio Brown wanted some help on his English papers? So he tweets out, hey, I need some help with whatever, this English papers for my class. But there's so many spelling errors.
Yes, you do need help.
My brain hurts.
Yep. He's also suing either the NFL or some teams or whatever because he wants to get over $60 million he thinks he's owed. I did not complete anything within my contract.
Let's see.
But you still owe me the money that was in my contract.
Let's go over what he's done since he's left the Steelers. Okay?
Okay.
He got frostbite. He threw a fit about a helmet. He caught one touchdown pass.
He leaves Pittsburgh. He goes to Oakland, complains a lot, doesn't even play a game with them. Yep. He gets released, goes to New England, plays one game, catches one touchdown pass, and then he's released. Done. Give me $60 million. Okay, so we're rolling into week 5.
Yeah, I feel moderately confident against the Giants.
Daniel Jones is 2-0 as a starter.
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. He's basically like mini Eli.
I don't even know how Eli won anything in his life. I think Daniel Jones is probably going to be way better than him.
I'm not on the Daniel Jones hype train yet.
So are you confident? Are you taking a win?
I feel like the odds are in our favor to come away with the W.
Hopefully they can run the ball better.
If they don't, at least we know that Zim will insist they keep trying anyway.
Off of my picks, I said the Vikings would beat the Giants. I still stand by that.
Okay.
Even with Kirk being terrible.
Packers are
going down to Texas to play the Cowboys. Aaron Rodgers probably won't have Devontae Adams because of turf toe.
Ow, my toe hurts.
Yeah, okay. Well, Cowboy fans are so annoying.
True that. We them boys.
Yeah. Oh my God.
We them boys. Just looking for them boys.
We them boys.
Yuck. Yeah. So hopefully the Vikings at least come away with the W. Packers. Okay. But for sure, if the Vikings win and the Lions and the Bears lose, good week next week.
Absolutely. So let's hope the Bears and the Lions lose.
Like
the video. Leave us a comment.
Let us know your predictions.
Yeah, let us know what's going to happen. Let us know how you think Kirk Cousins is going to do moving forward for the rest of the season. Would you take Bandana Stash Boy Gardner Minshew over Kirk Cousins? Let us know. We will be back next week, hopefully with more positive times. Go Pack, go. We them boys.